Scorpio, welcome to your Celtic Cross reading. I hope you're well. I hope you're fabulous. Once more, we are gym ready. Love it. Loving it. I've gone back to weightlifting finally, and the shoulder is doing great. I am loving it. What's going on for Scorpio, please? And it's a good thing, too, honey. I was starting to feel soft. I don't know about you. I don't do soft. There's some places where we must be soft, yes. I enjoy my curves quite a bit. But there are other places simply where we must be hard because nothing else will do. Sometimes you just gotta be hard in the right places too. Hi. If you're new to the channel, my name's Christina. I'm a little different and happy to be so. Welcome to Sassy Scorpion Tarot. What's going on, please? Show me what I need to see, please, for Scorpio. What's going on for Scorpio? What's going on, please, for Scorpio? And I'm happy to see I've maintained shape in the deltoids, so that's good. Nice. Nice. I do love a good deltoid. Among other things. What's going on, please? Take what resonates, leave it does not. Dead center reading, Queen of Wands, baby. You look good, you feel good. All right, I like it. Crossing you, sense of justice. There's a sense here of fairness, reciprocity, balance. What's going on there? Otherwise, you're telling me you feel pretty good. All right. What is hovering above you? Ace of Cups, possibly a brand new opportunity in love, or it's your particular heart space that is lovely and full. And what is relevant to your past is actually Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. I want to see what that was. It suggests it was an offer that was made not too long ago. I don't know what you did with it, but I know that you still have an ace surrounding you in your general energetic field. Exiting. Confusion and bullshit. Great. Future orientation. The sun. Great. Beautiful. Let's get out of that. The confusing. I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay. I'm blinded by pain and emotional, I don't know what the hell's going on. Let's get out of that. Let's go into the sun, please. Your strengths. Six of Swords. You are willing to move on with your life. Move forward. Move. Actually, literally move for some of you. It's the strength is that I am willing to move forward. Whatever that means to you. Okay, I'm willing to move on. I'm willing to leave people, places, things, situations behind if it means that it's not for me or it's not correct for me. I don't want to put any more energy into that. That is more than necessary in order for me to achieve my goals, happiness, etc. Okay, your environment. Page of Pentacles. Some of you are considering, in a very small way, investing in something to do with your natural environment. It's not a big deal. It's not a huge thing. We will clarify. But it's looking to me like you're generally comfortable in your environment, and you don't need to put too much change into it if you already feel very comfortable with it. We'll see. You can clarify that Page of Pentacles, and it might blow up. Hopes and fears, your emotional expression, to open up again, to be vulnerable again, to put your heart space out there again. Do you dare hope for it? Do you fear it? Will romance ever come back into your life? Outcome, I think you'll be all right. Nine of Cups, you feel good about you. You will feel good about you. And in regards to the love, in due course, in due time, it's looking like you're open for business. I am concerned, however, that justice is in obstacles. I want to see what's up with that. That sense of fairness, balance, and reciprocity. Justice. Queen of Wands, we'll start right there. Your energy is looking like it's confident. Okay. That you are feeling good about your physical appearance, your energy, on point. I don't know, feeling passionate, feeling alive, feeling creative. Okay. Show me that Queen of Wands, please. Show me that Queen of Wands, please, for Scorpio. Show me that Queen of Wands, please. For Scorpio. Show me that Queen of Wands, please, for Scorpio. Show me that Queen of Wands, please, for Scorpio. Knights of Swords. Page of Cups, Three of Cups. Okay. Look at you. No, look at you making a concerted effort to get yourself out there. Nice. Nice. It's basic, it's pretty easy, it's looking light, it's looking fun, it's looking even just a wee bit flirtatious. I see you with approach of the Page of Cups, the smallest of the pages, showing some emotional interest and connectivity. I'm not seeing it as specifically a reconnection. I'm seeing it as, this is me getting out. That's it. That's why you feel good. You're putting your energy out there. You're connecting with people, family, friends, and possibly, yeah, looking at a new emotional investment. Just starts out small like this. But you're being very active with the Knight of Swords, okay? You're being very active. You seem determined to put yourself out there in all the right ways. And I like how your energy as the Queen of Wands is backing that up. It's like, I want to get out. I want to see and be seen. And I want some emotional experiences. I want to hang out. I want to listen to good music. I want to have a good drink. I want to have a good laugh, right? So I'm seeing it as very much generalized social activity on your end. Again, with people you know, making new acquaintances as well. It's a little bit of everything. It's very active. I think you're finding the time, and when you do find the time for yourself, you make good on it instead of making excuses about why you're not going out again. No, that Queen of Wands, she's turned on, but turned on by life. She's like, I feel things about myself. I feel good about myself. I gotta go, baby. I want to hang out. I want to do stuff. I want to see things. I want to have experiences. I want to have fun. So right now, you're showing me, Scorpio, your kind of fun side, if you can believe it. Scorpio has a fun side. Yes, we do. Sometimes. No, it's very light. It's very airy. It's very playful. I like this a lot. It's very basic social connectivity that you actually seem to be willfully engaged in when you have the time. I like it. You're putting yourself out there. You're keeping your heart open. You seem to be having fun. Good. Good. It's nice to see you be light. You know? It's nice to see us be light. It is possible. Now, why is Justice crossing this? Show me Justice. What's going on, please? Show me Justice, please. Show me Justice. Show me Justice. Show me Justice. Why is this in opposition? Two of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Okay. Okay. You're saying you are exploring actively new love. And you're insistent too. That's right, I agree with you. I'm sure you've heard me say it. God knows. I preach it to everyone else. If you want new, that means you have to go after new. Right? You can't just sit on your ass and wish and want it. It's not going to happen. That's not how the cards fall. You're showing me active participation to engage in social constructs, one that you actually feel very excited by, turned on by. You're putting some really strong, best foot forward energy out there when you socialize. You're taking care of yourself, right? You are showing me what looks like level-headed self-interest in that respect of, I know I look good, I know I feel good, I've been taking care of myself, and I'm ready to get myself back out there. You are aiming towards new with the intention of finding a Two of Cups. So, the Ace of Cups, here's the gig with that. When our heart space, our personal heart, gets so full that it starts to overflow, the idea is that it wants to break off and share. So that Justice, being in opposition, isn't as detrimental as I had thought. It might have been, thank goodness. You're just telling me I'm exploring new love opportunities, Christina, and I haven't found the one that I actually can say I want to harmonize with yet, but I'm trying. And you're not sweating bullets, and I respect that. Don't put that kind of stress or strain when you're connecting with new people. It doesn't have to mean something. Sometimes you're just exploring. How else can you know, right, if something or someone specifically is worth exploring further unless you put yourself out there? And that's all you're doing. You have a better, or I'm sorry, a further reaching idea of what it is that you want to achieve emotionally. This is my cup, this is your cup, and we're going to exchange. This is between you and I. And this is the goal in mind. Someone that you can actually balance with in a simple, easy, I love you and you love me, and neither one of us is confused about that. I say it and you say it. See how easy that is? And that's what you're trying to achieve, but you're not putting pressure on yourself, nor should you. Relax, have fun, enjoy the process. That's what I see you doing, and I see what your goal is. You are stubborn too. You're like, I'm going to find the one. I'm going to find the one. But first, we're going to explore. And so you are. I'm going to find, I like that. You're like, I'm holding out. I'm holding out for new. I'm holding out for new. I'm holding out for new. I'm holding out. Read my lips. I'm holding out for new. And I'm eventually going to balance my cup with somebody. Just not yet. I'm having fun. There you go. You're showing me your water. You're showing me your best waters. You're acting on it. You're going out of your way to act on it with that Knight of Swords. But you are speaking true to your feelings and your social engagements. So I'm seeing that more as is when you have the time, you go in there and you have your experiences and they feel good. So keep doing it. If you're that determined to fulfill a new love or find a new love, you will eventually. Eventually. Eventually you will. Okay? Ace of Cups, that's what's influencing you and your activities. I want new. Therefore, I got to back it up. Make good on it, right? Just can't sit on my ass and ruminate. I actually got to try. Very good. Very good. So your Ace of Cups is what's influencing you, both in your reality as well as your 5D energy. Yeah. Show me the Ace of Cups, please. Show me the Ace of Cups. Show me the Ace of Cups. That is influencing, surrounding, hovering. Show me the Ace of Cups, please. Good job exploring, good job putting yourself out there, and good job holding out for the right cup. Okay? Until it's the right cup and you know it's the right cup, you explain. I'm sorry, you stay. I'm sorry, it's been a very long day. I'm exhausted. It's just getting started. Until you know it's the right cup, you explore. That's it. That's all you got to do. I know you've been disappointed by love in the past, but you have remained you. 9 of Pentacles, okay? Because I have been emotionally disappointed, I have kept myself single. 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords, which is exiting. So there's this idea. Good. I'm happy to see that. It's kind of like you've had too many experiences. This is an overall or overarching theme as it regards your heart and how you've been experiencing love lately. Or for some time now. How long? I don't know. But it's come from that place of, I always seem to be confused about my feelings or someone else's feelings, and it constantly disappoints me, and yet I remain the same. I'm still independent. I can stand on my own 2 feet. I know what the hell I'm doing. I'm very experienced. I'm very attractive. I'm quite the catch. So why is it I'm constantly disappointed by love and confused by it? And that's been carrying around in your cup for a while. So when I see you stubbornly holding out for the right one, it's because there's reasoning behind it. So good for you that you did not become jaded and cynical and, shut the whole thing down. You are actively exploring. You are taking your time. You are engaging. And you're holding out for the right cup. You're like, I don't want to be blind or confused by anyone's emotions or my own ever again. If it doesn't make sense, then it doesn't make sense. Mixed signals mean no. If I have to guess somebody's feelings, it means no. And that's a big thing about I'm constantly disappointed. And how come it is I can never quite see or access my emotions or someone else's, despite the fact that, I'm pretty good at being me. What's up with that? So, there you go. That 8 of Swords is on the exit. That kind of blindness. What's going on with my feelings? What's going on with their feelings? Why do I have to question it? And I agree. If you have to question it, then it's probably wrong or non-existent. Or someone's emotionally unavailable and they won't say it. If you have to question it, it's usually no. And you don't want to be in a position where you question the cup that you're trying to harmonize with, right? And that's influencing you. And you're learning that and you're seeing that. And that's why I see you holding out, but also trying, Now that's what you call having standards. A lot of people think having standards means they just shut things down without trying. No. That's a fallacy. That's somebody not really trying. And then they say, I have standards, but you didn't really try. So this Scorpio I'm looking at, you are maintaining standards while actively trying. Some of the Ace of Pentacles in the relevant past. What is this, please? What is this Ace of Pentacles? Some of this Ace of Pentacles, please, in the relevant past. The Hierophant, the Moon, the Four of Wands. Well, okay. There's something in here about the relevant past that it could be commitment, a marriage, for sure. With the Hierophant there and the Four of Wands, for sure. It could absolutely 100% be a commitment and or marriage. There was something in here where you tried to put a sizable effort into something that might have felt like a relationship, but what it actually was confusing, or it wouldn't fully reveal itself. I'm here. I'm strong, I'm bold, I'm independent, I'm a pretty good catch. I got a full open heart for this. Why am I constantly confused and or disappointed by everything I try out? And I can kind of see where you're coming from in that respect of, I had something pretty solid. I thought I did. I felt I did. I thought I was putting constructive effort and work into something. And I suspect maybe there was even a relationship here, but it wouldn't take shape. Spiritually, it meant something to me, okay? But what it was wouldn't really reveal itself. It wouldn't strengthen, it wouldn't solidify. So when we're in the moon like this, does the moon still represent intuition? Yes. Is it intuition you can access because it's covered in delusions, fears, and clouds and obscurities? Yes. So while you might have had very strong intuition towards someone in particular, you ultimately had more questions than you did answers. You know what I mean? It was a strong spiritual connection, at least on your end. You felt that it was. And you had intuition for that premise. But it was also confusing. It was confusing. It would not take shape. It would not solidify. The Four of Wands. These are the walls we create with people that say, I'm in this, as are you. My energy's here, so is yours. And we're constructing walls for us. That's why it's associated with marriage and household energy. Okay. So whatever this relationship was, while you had strong feeling about it, it wouldn't take shape, despite what looks like your best effort. And that's a very strong effort. I think it's one of the last representations of something that you felt strongly connected to, intuitively and spiritually and practically. But wouldn't make sense. Too soft and fuzzy. Too soft, fuzzy, would not define itself. Too much withholding of one's real feelings, too much confusion. Something like that. That's relevant to your past, so I can see how it's kind of playing out in your day-to-day current. And that respect of, I don't want to be disappointed or confused by love anymore. Because that's probably where you came from. I don't want to dig into it. I think it speaks for itself. Powerful, yes, I don't deny it. The Hierophant, and even the moon, as confusing as it is, it still has spirituality and specifically intuition built into it. But the problem is we can't feel our intuition in this construct when it's obscured by fears. What is this? I feel so strongly attracted to it. I want to put my best self into it with the Ace of Pentacles, but I don't know what the hell it is. Am I just crazy? And then our fears compound. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. Maybe I'm trying for no reason, etc. So like I'm saying, if something won't reveal itself, no matter how strongly you are connected to it, you're always going to be in that position of investing in something that you don't understand. And that's a hard thing that some of you came from, you know? Excuse me. Luckily, the Eight of Swords, that blindness, that confusion, I'm always disappointed in love and I don't know why. That's on the exit. And it will continue to exit. That particular negative mental energy will continue to exit the more you actively participate in your new love constructs. You understand me? One affects the other. So the more you actively participate in your own desires, your own sense of Ace of Cups, the more this will go away. The confusion. Because you're holding out for a non-confusing, balanced cup. But you are indeed showing active effort. So, Eight of Swords, keep on keeping on then. Show me that Eight of Swords. Show me that Eight of Swords, please. It's nice to see you so constructive. It's nice to see you so determined to carry on a particular... It's like I've determined upon this and I'm going to keep sticking to it. I am. So, that tells me you did not give up. Throw your hands in the air. And this is the best thing by far, Scorpio. I don't see you stuck on the past. That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. You're showing yourself such strong determination. I want real love. I want the legitimacy, and I don't want to be confused by it anymore, and I don't want to be disappointed anymore or hurt by it anymore. You know, I'm not into it. You know, if I want change, I got to, the change is on me. Yes, 100%. So I'm actually quite pleased for you. You know, no owies so far. Owie, 5 of Cups. Death. That's what I'm saying. That shit's over. That shit's over. Okay. Yeah, you've thought about it a lot. So you've thought about it on that 8 of Swords. Again, the confusion. It's on the exit. You're saying no more of that. It's stupid. I agree. If it doesn't make sense, I love this. This is how cheeky you are. Look at this. I won't be confused anymore. If it's confusing, I cut it out. The communication needs to be clear and it needs to make sense. Oh, holy shit. You don't say. The communication should be clear and make sense about what somebody's feelings and what their intentions are. Oh shit. Say it ain't so, Scorpio. You don't say. One of the requirements for love is clear communication about feelings and intentions. Where the fuck is this going? What the fuck do you feel? Oh. No guessing games. No mystery. No mind fucks. Clear, concise communication. Feelings and intentions. What are you feeling? What do you want? What are your goals? These are my goals. What are my values? What are your values? Are you into me? Because I'm into you. You're not? I should fuck off. I have feelings for you. Do you have feelings for me? You do? Oh. Well, that's tops. It makes sense. So that's why you're holding out for balance and reciprocity, because you are actively, I'm going to repeat this until you get it in your head. You are indeed exploring new love. You're doing it a little bit at a time, as you can, as you have the time, but you are an active participant. And the only reason I see you holding out with justice is because you're saying if it's not immediately balanced or fair or it doesn't make sense to me, I won't participate in it. You told me with that 4 of Pentacles, you're holding out for the real deal. You are holding out for the next 2 of Cups, where somebody says, this is my cup. This is your cup. Whoop. Otherwise, that's it. We move on. We thought about that communication, didn't we? Rested on it a lot. Pray tell, because 8 of Wands, by the way, isn't just communication, it's also action. Wand is action. Okay? So we've had a good think about this. Pray, what should communication look like between me and someone I love? Should it be clear? Should it have intention? Should it have a point? Does it strike home? Should that communication work both ways? Oh my God, that's mind-blowing shit. Oh, I like this. Let's just stop. You seem to be doing well. Bye. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. I love your lessons. I love your thoughts. I love how you're applying them. A lot of people think all day long, and they feel all day long, but they don't actually back it up with real action. So you are doing that. Congratulations. Why are you here? You're doing fine. You're doing fine. You are doing fine. I like your steps. I see you connecting with, by the way, multiple people. I can't pin it to anyone. I just see that your past experience is specifically tied to someone. Could be Pisces, possibly Taurus. Doesn't have to be. People like it when I call out the signs. It's not relevant. It's about the energy. And also possibly fellow Scorps. But this gave you a very sharp example of what you never want to do again. I know this one's specific. Everything else I see you generally socializing. Possibly just going out, meeting people, connecting, having a good time. Where to also possibly, I'm seeing some influence from friends. Hey, Scorpio, I want you to meet so-and-so. I think you'll really like them. Things like that. And in the meantime, I just see you having a good time until you find a cup that you can actually harmonize with, and you're holding up for that. So again, you're hitting all the major points that says you've learned things and you're actively applying the lessons, and that's all I care about. That's all I care about. And if you continue on that particular trajectory, you will find what you're looking for. Right? We don't want to be like Bono from U2. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Figure it out. I still haven't found what you're looking for. At some point, you need to, or you should give up. Okay, seriously, no. So you're not giving yourself excuses. You're actually applying real. I'm just so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. No lingering. I'm sure I might see some stress and pain and shit. I'm sure. But the point is that your active current energy suggests I'm trying. And I really mean it. And I have goals this time. I have very strong ideas of what communication should look like between me and a potential person. And I have a very strong idea of what I never want to experience again. And by the way, I have a huge heart. Ace of Cups twice. And I'm a Nine of Pentacles, one of my top favorite 10 in tarot. It says, I'm strong-willed, independent, and I know what the hell I'm doing. I'm fruitful. I'm successful. I have a good head on my shoulders. Why the hell have I experienced this? Excellent. Good. Keep it going. Your immediate future is the sun. Let's keep on cracking. Show me that sun, please. 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 Say it ain't so. Scorpio's like, should the communication be much better between me and someone I'm trying to have feelings with? I love that. I love that. I fucking love that. Because sometimes, you know, honey, Scorpios, bless us, we all have pros. We all have cons. No exception. All signs in the zodiac. We have pros. Therefore, we have cons. And one of our pros, bless our hearts, okay, is this concept we have that when something is mysterious or it needs a little work, like for some reason, that's our Batman signal. Like, you know what? I feel something spiritually and intuitively special with you, but it's not obvious. That could be a mystery. Ooh. Let's try that out. Let's see if we can unravel that, and we'll stay in that for years. And then along that process, we develop, what do? We develop emotional loyalty. We are the most emotionally loyal sign in the zodiac. And in that process of unraveling the mystery, we indebt ourselves further, and indebt ourselves further, and indebt ourselves further to something that at the end of the day doesn't make any fucking sense. That is like one of our biggest cons by far. We love a good mystery, and we have such a huge respect and intensity for feelings, ourselves and other people's. Like, you know what? This is my Batman signal. I don't know what you are, but it feels special. This is my calling. This is my calling. I'm going to stick around in this dynamic for years. Instead of it being clear. You know? Let's do a couple more shuffles. So, when I say good for you, I mean good for you. And not just what you've realized, but also that you're living it. It's more than what a lot of people can say. They have realizations all day long. It doesn't mean they're applying the lessons. Show me the sun. Ten of Cups. Oh, the Tower, of course it is the Three of Wands. You really, I don't know why you're showing me the Tower over such positive energy, but it's almost like you think it's a matter of time before something comes crashing in. You're waiting for it. You're looking at it with anticipation. It's like, you know, one day I'm just going to have an explosion. We're showing the Tower. You show me the Tower even when you don't need to show me the Tower. I don't know why we do it, but it's like a radical acceptance that one day this will be mine, and you are looking forward to it. You are looking forward to it, literally out on the horizon. One day, it's going to shock me how all this falls into place. It's going to be awesome. The Sun and the Ten of Cups, that's a really happy combination. That's the sun, that's the warmth, that's the emotional harmony with your significant other, kids, family, everything. And you're looking forward to it. You're like, the day that happens, I'm looking forward to it. Why do you associate that with the Tower, though? Why? Why? Is this a matter of time? It might surprise you sooner rather than later. Could be. At the way you're going, actively participating in your own future, that's beautiful. You know? And the things that you learned along the way, I'm sure, are quite shocking. But it's almost like you expect it to surprise you. I don't know. Perhaps it's coming into your life sooner than you know. Perhaps you thought you'd be waiting a long time for that ultimate combination of Ten of Cups and the Sun. And true emotional reciprocity. Being a real unit with somebody, right? I mean a real, clear, not confusing couple unit relationship. Perhaps it's going to come in sooner than you understood, because right now you seem to be fine waiting for the right thing, the right time, the right circumstance. It might come in much faster than you knew. Otherwise, there's no reason to show me the Tower. It is future orientation. You're telling me you're fine to stand by and wait for what you need and what you want. In the meantime, you explore. So that perhaps suggests it might usher in sooner rather than later. Ooh. Okay. Well, if it must be, then it must be. Who am I to say? Six of Swords is in your strengths. Willing to move on. Willing to move forward. Change direction. Change sails. Change your mental activity. Six of Swords is still swords. So this is mental resignation of the direction we need to go forward in and what it is that we need to leave behind. You're telling me that's the strength, so that tells me you've done it before. This is what I must leave behind in order to move forward. Show me that Six of Swords. Show me that Six of Swords, please, and Scorpio strengths. It might happen sooner than you know. Especially at the rate you're going. A lot of people want this, that kind of Instapot meeting, occurrence, connectivity. And it rarely happens. You know why? Again, because most people aren't an active participant in their own lives. They just want it, but they're not actually doing anything about it. Big difference, yeah? Big difference. Show me that Six of Swords. The High Priestess, King of Cups, you, Justice. Fuck yeah. Good. Very good. I like that. That's beautiful strength. This will carry you into your lifetime and possibly the next. You keep that up. Six of Swords, your strengths. I'm willing to move on. I'm willing to leave behind what I need to leave behind, and I will listen to my intuition from this point forward. I am me, King of Cups. This is very self-claiming energy, and it's beautiful. Some of you are highly, highly, highly intuitive, and the only time you couldn't really hear yourself was back here in the Ace of Pentacles. Your intuition was still there, but it was muddied up and unclear with a bunch of fears, delusions, and bullshit. Otherwise, you were correct about it. Yes. And over here, I see your intuition as clear as crystal. Clear as crystal. You will listen to yourself from this point forward about when it's time to move on from something. In order to achieve what you need to, in order to be yourself, you must know which way to go, and then therefore what it is that must be left behind. Excellent. Highly intuitive. Know when it is time to move on because it's the right thing to do for you. The right thing to do, you. The right thing to do, you. The right thing to do for you. Listen to your intuition. That's a hell of a strength, and that's beautiful. Highly intuitive, some of you are. Some of you are double, triple Scorpio, like me. Yeah, that's beautiful. And also, Libra. Actually, again, like me. Libra in your chart. That's beautiful, and that will serve you well. In your environment, Page of Pentacles. Perhaps you're not looking to shake much up in your actual home environment, your personal environment. Especially if things are going well. You may not feel the need to change much. Very micro investments, you know. Show me that Page of Pentacles. Show me that Page of Pentacles. Show me that Page of Pentacles. I don't know that it's necessarily incoming communication. Show me that Page of Pentacles. Show me that Page of Pentacles. Show me that Page of Pentacles. Temperance. Beautiful. Two of Wands. Three of Wands. Okay. Giving it time. Giving yourself time. That's beautiful. I love that. I don't mean it as waiting. I mean you are giving you time in your environment. You're totally relaxed, you know. You're looking forward to things. You're making active decisions. So Two of Wands has the implication of waiting, but it also has a stronger application of decision making that's active and at the forefront. So some of you, again, have made that active decision at the forefront of your mind and in your heart that you have to know what's worth waiting for, but you still need to live life. And you're showing me such lovely sense of compassion of self, forgiving of the self, learning your hard lessons, making the best use of your energy, what it means to you. You're really understanding yourself. Your environment looks very serene. It looks very calm. It's beautiful. You just seem to be doing so well, just so well, and looking at your immediate needs, living in the here and now. You don't invest in anything that you don't need or want to do. Mostly I just see it as you paying attention to you and your environment and that which matters to you. You're still holding out, but for the right reasons. So when I see unreasonable hope, I will tell you. When I see you actually showing me optimism and looking outwards towards the future and the horizon, because you are genuinely doing the best by you and living your best life, making your best decisions, and again, showing yourself patience, compassion, healing, forgiveness, the more you're going to continue to gravitate. And so that might very well be what this Tower is. It comes in sooner than you expected, and that's a different kind of karmic justice. I told you. I know the Tower is scary, and a lot of people think it is, but it can also usher in other karmic occurrences, something that was necessary, and it can strike fast. In other words, this might be what's due to you sooner rather than later. You're applying some really good principles here. That Knight of Cups and your hopes and fears to open up again, to be so vulnerable, to have that special romantic expression with somebody, to use your special words. Some of that Knight of Cups, hopes and fears, Knight of Cups, hopes and fears. I love this. You really are living in the moment. This might be, oh, I dare say it, this might be one of your shortest readings ever. See what happens when your energy's in alignment? Boom, it falls into place. Boom, boom, boom. Your dedication to leave the confusing shit behind is going to pay off in spades for you. Stop dwelling on it. Stop giving to it. Move on. You say you want new, back it up. Back it up. Make it happen. You haven't shown me, and I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You haven't showed me one, I'm living in the past element. Not one. Not one. I'm in conflict, and I'm in pain, and it won't go away. It won't go away. That's not the Scorpio I'm looking at. Not today. Many of you say that all the time. I'm hurt, and I'm hurt, and that shit happened 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. Now, the healing process takes what the healing process takes, but don't sit there and tell me you're hurt and that you want to move on, and then you don't allow it. The Scorpio I'm looking at says, oh, fuck that. I've been confused by this too many times. I've been emotionally disappointed too many times. Blinded to the reality of what's actually going on in my relationships too many times. I'm not doing that anymore. That's who I'm talking to. That's who I'm talking to. Let's do one more. Some of that Knight of Cups, please. Show me that Knight of Cups. Show me that Knight of Cups. The sun, sunshine, happiness, lollipops and rainbows. There it is. There it is. Your energy is so much bigger than the disappointment you've experienced, and slowly but surely it's being erased. Like, I don't know. Like it's just being erased, like a bad memory. It's being erased. You have a mild fear, very mild, but you are conquering it. You have a mild fear that whatever it is you emotionally engage in the future might disappoint you like you've experienced in the past. Your sun's coming out and your star's coming out. It's a beautiful combination of celestial bodies, and that's beautiful. So even though a part of you, a little part of you, is apprehensive to be vulnerable again for fear of disappointment, your bigger aspects of a long-term future are so much bigger than those fears. So again, I'm just seeing you putting yourself out there in the right ways. I have every reason to believe you're connecting with somebody that's really kind of gently pulling you forward, but in the right directions. I don't quite know who they are. I just know that you're showing yourself some of the best qualities I've seen in a long time for you. Some of the most compassionate and loving qualities I've seen for you in a long time for yourself. That's in your environment. It's in your strengths. It's how you are treating yourself with the dignity of respect of getting on with your fucking life. You say you want new, prove it. And so you are. You are showing yourself the dignity of living your life as you best understand it and as you best feel. I'm looking at a Scorpio that has a huge heart. Huge heart and a strong sense of this is what's right for me. And P.S. I got a ton of intuition. I kind of heard it but couldn't hear it back here. I won't ever do that shit again. So yeah, is there a little bit of apprehension to being vulnerable again? It comes from that fear of disappointment of the past. And nevertheless, I see you're doing it. Your sense of happiness and long-term vision, hopes and desires are so much bigger than those fears. So yes, I still see you putting yourself out there, being expressive and being vulnerable, but to the right energies, as you deem fit. It's very vague because I see you connecting here and there with multiple people. You're trying different cups out, you're connecting differently, you're socializing differently, you're going to new places, you're doing new things. I don't see repeating patterns in your 3D world, which is great. You're going to new places, new things, you're having different experiences. New friends, old friends, all of it. But in that special way. The outcome is the Nine of Cups, your personal sense of happiness and pleasure. Nine of Cups. Lovely. Some of that Nine of Cups, some of that Nine of Cups, some of that Nine of Cups, please. Oh my Lord, I can just go sing it upon the mountain. Scorpio is doing new. Scorpio is doing new. Oh my God. Oh. No judgments this round. No judgments this round. No lovers this round. No Six of Cups this round. New. I don't get to say that first too often. We take our emotional and spiritual connections very, very seriously. So it is a huge pleasure as well as a palate cleanser to see new for us. A lot of Scorpios talk the talk, but they won't walk the walk. They just won't give up their emotional attachments, and that's one of our biggest cons by far. And that goes back to, it's not meant to be a fault. It's meant to be one of our biggest pros. But they mirror each other. The more emotionally loyal you are to someone, the more you will have reasons to keep them around, even if it's not for your own good. So when I tell you it's a pleasure to see this today, I would like to shake your hand. And that's if you're this Scorpio, if you are so brave, and you are so beautiful, and you are such a master of your own energy, as I have seen here today, then I congratulate you and shake your hand. That's beautiful. There it is again. Ace of Cups 3 times, bitch. Yes. Oh, there's the pain of the past. 5 of Cups. I knew that was cooking. It is your choice to leave that behind, as we were discussing. That is your judgment call to leave that behind. I see you making that particular judgment call. What did I just get done saying about us? It is your choice to gravitate towards new love. And it is also your choice to stay wallowing in emotional relationships that you remain loyal to, but do not remain loyal to you. Figure it out. And I'm saying that because it's coming in at the 11th hour. In that respect of you finally get into a happy place. And you should be actually this whole fucking time. But when you have that moment in future, when you turn around and look at yourself and say, you know what, I'm pretty happy. I've done well for me. I feel good about my environment. I'm showing myself love, compassion, dignity, intuition. I know what my strengths are. I know what the weaknesses are. I know what to expect now from proper emotional connectivity. If somebody loves me, they'll fucking say it. They won't leave me hanging and they won't leave me confused. Right? In order to accommodate new love, guess what this says? You have to be willing to leave the past behind. 5 of Cups is past. Emotional past. Where Opportunities in love were spilt, kicked over, neglected, missed opportunity, somebody blew their shot. And that is a choice, to linger in that or to allow yourself to be happy. It's a choice. And I think that's an excellent way to end this reading. So it's like, do you see the accomplishments you've made? Do you see how good you feel about yourself? Do you see the direction that you're taking? This is where you were, and that's a choice. To hang on to this. This too is also a choice. Look how happy you are. When you chose new love, you meant it because you care about you, because you love you. Stop showing loyalty to people who wouldn't do the same for you. They kicked over the cup, they disregarded the cup, they didn't take the cup seriously. They didn't give it a chance. They didn't take it seriously, blah, blah, blah. It's your choice to hold on to that, and that's a lesson you have to learn. You can either live with this and keep trying to reattach it and give it meaning, or you can move the fuck on with your life. So take it as a strong lesson. You showed me aces 3 times. One represents one Ace of Pentacles in the past, represents something where you put solid effort into it and you meant it, even if you didn't quite understand it. But it was too confusing, and it was too disappointing. And then you opened yourself up to your ace, our master symbol, which is the Ace of Cups, which actually fits us better. You say you want new, mean it. Or you can stay stuck in the past. The choice is yours. We're really good about giving chance after chance after chance to someone who probably didn't give us the same chance or opportunity. You can revisit cups of the past if you want, but that's your choice. I don't see you doing that. I see a little bit of apprehension and opening up again to someone new, to being vulnerable, but that's normal. Everybody experiences that. You're still saying you want the sun and the stars, and that's why you're willing to do it. You know yourself. Give yourself that credit. You know what it is that you're willing to do. You're willing to move on. If it means listening to yourself and being balanced and fair. If a situation, person, etc. does not present itself as balanced and fair, you move on. No more confusing middle ground. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm pleased as punch. If something from the past comes back around, that could be that as well. What you do with it is up to you. It doesn't look very nice though. You know what does? This does. You know? But there you go. I'm very curious about that tower. Does the Ten of Cups and the Sun, etc., does that come in sooner rather than later? Is that what the big surprise is? A little bit curious about that. Let's see if we can get a little bit more on that. Show me this tower, please. You're looking outward. You're looking forward to it. So why the tower? Ten of Wands, the Devil, the Magician. You thought it would be a lot harder. You thought it would be a lot harder. Like it's an impossible thing. But once you cleared up your vision about your energy and how much more you just wanted to move on with your life, it wasn't nearly as hard as you thought it would be. You thought it would be like an insurmountable task to get to your Sun, to get to your Ten of Cups. And yet every day you're proving a little bit more wrong about it, and that's a good thing. Some of you thought it would just be the impossible thing. You're looking out for it. You're actively engaging in new love, but it's kind of like, nah, I can't. It's just going to be too hard. Look at where I came from. Right? Look at where it came from. You know, it's interesting you pulled the Queen of Wands twice. It's like, it doesn't matter that I'm a smoke show. It doesn't matter that I'm independent. It doesn't matter that I have my own money. Apparently, love is hard. It's going to be the impossible task. So that tower seems to be coming in and proving you wrong. It's like, again, what happens when you make decisions in your best interest. The universe rewards you. When you allow yourself to move forward and you are so declarative and so bold as to say new love, the universe is like, agreed. I think it's going to come in faster than you think it is, and it's not going to be nearly as hard as you associate love relationships to be. It's actually quite lovely. It's quite lovely. Okay. It's nice to see you surprised like that by the universe, yes? I have an idea roughly of timing. It's looking like you are engaging in Ace of Cups activities now. When you will actually balance with someone whom you consider to be your emotional equal. Again, someone who actually gives back without any confusion. I don't know, but you are headed in that direction. Your sun and your star seem to be right around the corner and coming in faster than you understood. Again, let's see. I don't have too much of an idea of who they are. I got some Aquarius here, some Leo, but that doesn't really mean anything. I'm going to get something on this too. I finally found a Divine Timing Oracle deck that I actually like. Typically I don't like these very much, but this one's alright. December for some of you. Divine timing is at play. I'm marking it as last December, where you kind of set things in motion, I believe. That also plays into exit energy where you show up. Death is winter. I think when you started making some sort of shifting energy decisions, possibly last December, it kind of set things in motion. I believe that's for some of you. Some of you 6 months from now. Trust that it will happen when the time is right. Yes. And distract yourself from the waiting game. Again, just have fun. Have fun. Put yourself out there. You know what's interesting? You didn't show me your fire once. You are generally connecting with new people for the interest of love. Let me make that clear to you. I don't see a Scorpio playing the field. I see you going out there because you genuinely want to connect from love. Not a bunch of bullshit. Not a bunch of passion. It's because you actually want to. You will get the results you so desire. And for some of you, it's over the course of the next several months. Don't play the waiting game. Live life. It seems you have a lot of beauty in you that suggests you know who you are at last. That you're finally acting in accordance to that knowledge at last. And that it is your choice to always operate from a place of pain and disappointments of the past, or to really choose new. And I see you choosing new. And I want you to explore the Ace of Cups, honey. I want you to explore that new love with ease and lightness. No pressure. No pressure on you. No pressure on the situation. That's the way it should be. As soon as you apply pressure to yourself, or that something has to be achieved in X much time and X many months, you start to really dwindle the experience. And nobody wants that. Just keep yourself open to it. That's all I see you doing, but also holding out for the right one. It's a combination of the two. Some of you, this is going to happen sooner rather than later. We're talking sun, star, everything. And we're talking in the nearest future, within 6 months. Some of it, for some of you, it'll be September. I think it's going to happen sooner than you expected. And in tarot time, 6 months is nothing. That's pretty damn quick to have the, when you think about it. It's pretty damn quick to have the sun and the Ten of Cups. And that's why I see you staring outward. You expect something. I don't think you expected it to be that fast. So I'd like to know who it is you're talking to that's got your attention in that direction. Let's see if I can get a little, well, yeah. Could be a fellow water sign, honey. Yep, I know. Saw that. Been there, done that. Don't want to concentrate on it. Somebody was closed off, guarded, confusing, always wearing sunglasses. In other words, always keeping their eyes hidden about what their real feelings and intentions were. Bloody fucking blah. Don't want to see it. I'm not interested. Let's focus on something else, please. Can I get a little bit more? It's forming now. Okay? When we rid ourselves of the doubts, it's in reverse. When we stop confusing ourselves with what we want versus our intentions, etc., when we stop doubting ourselves specifically, we begin to form that new structure. And for some of you, I insist, you kind of cut out or killed things and started moving in a particular direction last winter. But yeah, that's when you started forming a new structure. Summer, there'll be more growth during the summer. that might be when you might start connecting more on the emotional level. Now I already see you putting yourself out there, but there might be more substantial growth with a new love interest over the summer. And then it might very well substantiate by the fall. You bet. Celebration, gifts, abundance. Yes, I see you connecting at multiple points. And in that interest of celebration, 3 of Cups, I see you socially engaging. Gifts exchanging, abundance, and just having a good time. You know, having a good time, celebrating, getting out of your comfort zone. Getting out of your comfort zone, I see you doing that. You're being assisted by your spirit guides, and you need to trust in divine timing. Okay, so I'm telling you, it's kind of repeating. Continue to do as you're doing. Continue to put yourself out there, not because you have to, because you want to. Don't force the cup. Don't force the situation. Just allow yourself to experience. And then over time, specifically summer to late summer and or early fall, you should see a lot of progressive activity that sense of having it all will be very clear to you sooner rather than later. Okay. I was trying to get a stronger idea of who they might be, because there's someone here. Now, whatever this represents with the moon and the dark night, the shadow side, somebody wouldn't get their shit together about what their feelings are, what this is, the relationship. You had to, and to be honest with you, I know part of this is you. In that sense of apology, you had to forgive yourself for whatever this was. I told you, you're in a space of actively healing yourself. That means forgiving yourself. There's a part of you that feels you need to forgive yourself for whatever this was. And I know for some of you, it felt like it was a waste of time. And in terms of time, it probably was. Okay? But in terms of that spiritual lesson, it wasn't, because you see how it propelled you forward. So no, ultimately, spiritually, it wasn't a waste of time. In the 3D, yeah, it probably was. Because I see you putting realistic, constructive effort into something that just wouldn't make sense. And you have to forgive yourself for it. Okay. 3D waste of time? Probably. Spiritually? No. It was that spiritual lesson that said, I can't be confused anymore, and I don't want to be, and I can't afford to be. Communication about love, actions, and intentions, that shit should be clear, right? Yeah. And once you understand that, you start living towards it, you are rewarded thusly. Self-love, exactly. It puts you into a position of self-love, loving yourself more, understanding what your worth is, what your emotional value and your emotional principles are. This is what love should look like, and this is what love should feel like. It should not be confusing and disappointing. So let's do something about it. There you go. Self-love, creation, new intentions. Yes, indeed. Always put yourself, everything begins with the self. The more you love yourself first, the more likely you are to connect with the one that will love you in equal measure, and you them. All begins with the self. And if someone gives you a bunch of confusing, wishy-washy, doesn't make sense love, that's what you get. If that's what you allow yourself to receive, that's what you get. You get as much confusion as anything else. We don't want that. Let that shit go. It does not serve. Detachment, yes, I know. There was a hard detachment. I know. There was a hard detachment, coldness. I know. I get it. And then there's the integration of a proper union in time. Yes, I was trying to get more on that. I don't know. I'm very curious. Hell, honey, I'll take their sign. I'll take a sign. Like, what is this person's sign? Something. Anything. Some kind of clue. Some kind of clue. For some of you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, particularly Libra. For others of you, possibly Taurus. But, yeah, and then also fellow Scorps. Possibly fellow Scorps. And like I said, a little bit of Taurus. I got some Libra, Taurus, and Scorpio here. Possibly. Future orientation. Page of Pentacles. Okay. Investment after the ending. Specifically after the confusion of whatever bullshit ending that was. Again, not a waste of time. It's just going to feel like that. Spiritually, it did its job. So like I said, lessons in all things, yeah? Okay. All right. I see that Queen of Wands is you multiple times. Yes, indeed. Okay, you're beautiful on the outside as well as on the inside. Do not forget that, and do not allow anyone to not understand that about you. Don't let anyone take you for granted. If this is who you are, they damn well better see it. And say it. And love it. And if they don't, go. That's it. That's it. Okay. Yeah, speaking of which, that's it. That really is. Scorpio, honey, this is probably one of the easiest readings you give me in a long time. You see what happens when your energy's clear and your intentions are clear? Your output becomes clear too. I wish more people could see this in tarot. You want clear output, you got to put clear energy into it. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I want. This is what I've learned. Thus, I will move accordingly. And then the output becomes clear. I don't know who you're going to be exploding all that lovely sunshine, happiness, stars, and 10 of cups with, but I just know that it's in the works. And it was in the works the day you moved on from this. You know what love should look like and feel like and how it should be communicated. You have a very strong example of what it should not look like. So do the opposite of that. Okay. No charms today. We don't need it. We don't need charms. I don't know why I'm picking this up. I'm ready to wrap this up. I'm ready to wrap this up, Scorpio. Why did I pick this one up? I don't even like this one very much. It's so overused. Flirt. Yes, I see that. I know. Having fun, honey. Flirt, chemistry. You got to flirt to find out if you have chemistry with somebody. There's that passionate side in you. But yes, getting yourself out there, engaging, flirting, having a good time, feeling it out there. Is there chemistry with this person? And if so, can they speak to it? Do they know it? Do they get it? Do they have a fucking clue? If not, move on, right? And if they do, keep investing in it if it feels right, you know? Give this a chance. Give yourself a chance. You're worth it. There you go. All right, that's enough for reals this time. All right, Scorpio, honey, congratulations. One of my favorites for you. I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Not seeing you so dwelling in the past and attached to the past. It's your choice. I see you choosing not to do that. All right, I will see you in a couple weeks. I don't know what the next reading type will be, but you will in a couple of weeks. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.